Upkeep for the week of April 29th, 2019.
That's right, it's all of the Magic news that you need in 10 minutes or less.
All right, so Magic news item number 1, the big story of the past weekend.
The Mythic Championship happened
in London. Didn't know which one you were going to go with.
No, it worked out.
But it also happened, and it was in London, so we were both right.
That's right. It was also, of course, War of the Spark pre-release, which might have been the big story that someone else was thinking of as we were saying big story.
That's true. Both of them equally big in their own right. And Magic Fest London happened the same weekend, too.
Holy buckets. What
and
a weekend
Avengers
of news.
Endgame, blah, blah, blah.
Do we cover that in the Magic news?
No, we don't, so moving on.
But now we did.
So the format of the tournament was Modern and War of the Spark draft. So it's like a pre-release Pro Tour, if that's what we were calling it, but we're not.
It's a Mythic Championship.
It's a Mythic Championship. And the winner was none other than Eli Loveman playing Humans.
That's right. Eli Loveman. Very first top 8.
Yes.
Pretty cool.
Nice.
Humans was in the finals, as was Affinity, was what it was facing off against.
Yeah, we had some good deck diversity across the field in Modern, and in the top 8, there were 3 copies of Humans, 2 copies of TRON, Affinity, and Titan Shift.
Yes.
I think that covers everything.
I think so.
And but in the tournament, the number 1 deck of all was TRON.
Yes.
Which was a big question going in, if the London Mulligan would affect deck choices.
Oh, and there was an Is It Phoenix in the top 8,
Is It
which
Phoenix?
was Javier Dominguez.
Yeah.
So it was TRON was the most popular, then it was Is It Phoenix second most, and then third was Humans.
Yeah, so interesting.
Interestingly enough, Hardened Scales fell somewhere in there, right in those top decks.
Yeah.
Not quite that high, but reasonably high, considering that it's very new. And it took a huge bite out of Affinity.
Absolutely.
There were only 8 people on Affinity.
So weird.
Which is down from 8% of people at the last Modern Pro Tour.
Yeah.
So that's wild, and it's cool that one of them made it into the top 8. Affinity being like, excuse me, I'm still here. I still got it.
Yeah, and TRON, interestingly, did not have a super good win rate, actually, at this tournament, despite the boost from the London Mulligan that all the pros thought that it might potentially get.
And we saw people mulligan a lot.
We sure did.
With TRON.
Trying out that new London Mully, as they say.
A whole bunch.
And I think the overall consensus is it did lead to less non-games, but you still don't want a mulligan.
Yes.
It's just not something you want to do in your life.
Exactly. No word yet on whether that is something that we're going to see in the rest of our Magic lives, or if we will leave it in London where it began.
Some big news coming out of the tournament is that Yuya Watanabe, Hall of Famer and member of the MPL, was disqualified heading into the top 8 for marked sleeves.
That's right. During round 15, Yuya, who had drawn that round, which would have qualified him for the top 8, was deck checked, and they found markings on his Urza lands.
Yeah.
Markings that all were the same on, I believe, the power plants, and then like three of one on, the mines. And
the tower.
Exactly.
Yeah, they think there was the sleeving could have been done wrong.
Yeah.
And that's why it wasn't all 4 having the same markings for the other 2 lands. But a really sad event. A lot of people super devastated because Yuya is a very well known and loved player. And it's, he's claiming, I guess, innocence in this.
Yeah.
Via his Twitter saying, I agreed with the judges that these cards were marked, but I don't know how that happened.
Yep.
So there you go.
Yeah. So, more to come on that, I am sure, as he is a member of the MPL. Unknown yet
what's going to happen.
Ramifications there will be for this particular event and disqualification outside of the DQ itself.
So not only was there a Mythic Championship happening, there was also Magic Fest London, which had a Grand Prix War of the Spark sealed.
Yes, and congratulations to Alexandra Haysbert.
Good job, you did it.
Thank you, I really made my way through that name.
Oh, I was talking about Alexander, but...
Wait, what?
You know what, you both did a good job. You said his name right and he won a Grand Prix.
I thought you were congratulating me on saying his name.
We're both so jet lagged still.
All right, well, congratulations.
We're still in London, everybody.
Alexander, good job to you and to me.
Some big news coming out of the MPL, actually, is that we now know about some tournament play that's going to be happening.
Yes, very cool.
And we have a new member.
Yes, Autumn Burchett, welcome, and congratulations to them for joining the MPL. Wizards had a statement this past week that you can go back and read if you would like, but it basically just sort of says according to what qualifications they added Autumn to the MPL.
Yep, so Autumn is in.
Yes.
And the division play, let's talk about that quickly. So what's going to happen is there's going to be 3 big chunks of the MPL playing against each other, and you can watch this on Saturdays at twitch.tv/magic. And they're split up into 4 groups, all named after the Moxes. So there's a Pearl, an Emerald, a Sapphire, and a Ruby group.
Yes.
And they're playing against each other for big prizes.
Jet can just go to heck.
Yeah, there's no Jet group. Maybe we need to add more MPLs. I don't know what. But yeah, so these are called splits. The first split is going to be May 11th through June 8th. So you can tune in and watch there. It's going to be best of 3 standard games.
And those will be broadcast on the weekend.
On the weekend, on Saturdays. And the prize is pretty good for this first one coming up. They win a slot in day 2 of Mythic Championship III, which is the first Mythic Championship run entirely on Magic Arena.
So guess what? You just get to make it into day 2.
Yeah, boom. You can skip day 1. Take a nap.
Grinding with all those chumps in day 1.
No, this is a super good prize too, by the way. The MPL seems really stoked about it.
That is pretty sweet. Nice. I'm excited.
So Split 2 is coming up, and that's going to be Core Set, and that's going to be August 3rd through September 7th, and will feed Mythic Championship 5 in September. Split 3 is for Archery, which is the new fall set, which will run October 5th through November 2nd, and feeds Mythic Championship 7 happening in November, and that's $750,000 in prizes on the line here for this MPL play. So that should be exciting.
Yes. Next up, there have been a few small rules changes. We're not going to run through them for you, but you can find them at dailymtg.com.
And after that, FYI, official release this Friday, so you can go and buy some War of the Spark stuff if you haven't had the chance to do so already. The pre-release last weekend, and you can already play on Arena if that's your jam.
Yeah, it is.
Me too.
Me too. I mean, I'm glad that we're doing a good job here.
You know what? We're making it through it.
We're all making it through it.
So now we know some formats. Up next, some formats of the next Mythic Championships coming up.
That's right. That's happening in Barcelona. That is Mythic Championship 4, actually, because 3 is an arena one that is happening in June. But Mythic Championship 4, which is tabletop, Barcelona in July. It is Modern are the constructed rounds, and then Modern Horizons Draft.
Nothing but Modern
are the draft rounds.
That's going to be cool.
Oh, yeah. Very, very sweet.
Yeah, and I think Modern Horizons is going to shake up the Modern format. So not only are we going to see a new shaking up Modern format, fingers crossed, but also Modern Horizons draft. So nonstop Modern there.
Very, very cool. Also, Mythic Championship Richmond.
It is a Magic Championship.
I mean, I wasn't wrong.
No,
just wasn't 1,000% right.
Yeah.
Will be archery draft and standard.
So something a lot of people have been excited about is new alternate art on the Planeswalkers from War of the Spark. So in Japanese booster packs, you can open alternate Planeswalker art.
Have you seen some of them?
It is great.
It's so cute.
My favorite is Saheeli.
I love Cameo.
Oh, they're so gorgeous.
Yes, they're very cool.
Some stores are mad about this because they didn't know about it and didn't have a chance to order more Japanese boxes before this was announced. And they're like, what the heck?
That does stink.
I would have bought these, you know? So that kind of sucks. But the fact that these exist is awesome.
Yes.
And I really love that they're doing this promotion.
Oh, and I love it. I've seen most of the photos of like the Liliana one online. It's very cool.
Yeah, it's going for a lot of money right now. So, but it's still early days.
The early days.
And if you want to know what happens in the War of the Spark story, wait no longer. The War of the Spark novel is now available for purchase.
It's a full book. I saw it.
It is a full book. It looks like you could read it.
Yeah, slap some mortar between it and then you could make a house. Because it's a brick.
On the beach, you could turn it, wear your sunglasses, your fancy hat.
That's right.
And you would look like you're on the beach reading a book.
It's summer,
It is a real book.
Put on some sunglasses, sit under an umbrella, and read this book because it's a book.
I'll give you a slight spoiler right now, so it's only...
Because it's very exciting.
It's very small. But plug your ears if you don't hear it. The book is out, and so is Ral.
Oh, nice. Speculation in the past.
Yes, speculation in the past, but the book does confirm that Ral is gay, and his partner is what did I say?
The one lands hating gentleman.
Yeah, the 2322 flyer. Tomic, thank you. And his lover's Tomic, which is from the Orzhov Guild, and Ral is it? So yeah, it's like kind of forbidden love.
How are they ever gonna make it work?
I know. I want a mini novella.
One of them believes in science, and the other believes in ghosts.
Now this is a Lifetime original.
Now this is a film.